What's happening, DC fans? I am Dial here with some movie news. It's official. They have casted Hal Jordan. We have our Hal Jordan for the upcoming Lantern show that's taking place in James Gunn's DCU. There's been a lot of speculation about who was going to end up being Hal Jordan. There was rumors going around that Josh Brolin was the main runner-up to be offered the role, but apparently he turned it down not too long ago. And there was other people on the short list like Ian McGregor and Chris Pine and other names like that. Matthew McConaughey, I think, was even on there. But apparently they already have their choice, and it looks like it is solidified. Kyle Chandler is going to be Hal Jordan in the DCU. And I'm actually okay with this choice. I like it. I'm a fan of Kyle Chandler. I do like him as an actor. I think he's very underrated too. Um, but yeah, especially when I'm thinking about it, when I'm thinking about his performance and his overall look, I can kind of see him being an older, more experienced, a little bit of grittier Hal Jordan. But I think he also could fit the personality of what Hal Jordan could be as far as like being witty and a little bit playful. I think Kyle Chandler could do that role pretty well. For those of you who don't know who Kyle Chandler is, he's actually been in a lot of things. He's mostly known for television shows, but there's been a few movies that he's popped in. He's been in Friday Night Lights. He was in Zero Dark 30. He was in a couple of the Godzilla films, like Godzilla King of the Monsters and Godzilla vs. Kong. He was in Peter Jackson's King Kong. I think he made an appearance in Grey's Anatomy as well. He was in Game Night, The Wolf of Wall Street, Super 8. Man, he's been in a lot of things. But yeah, I'm pretty okay with this choice. How old is he? He's like 59 years old, so okay. I think if like I said, I'm going by what they said, what they're looking for Hal Jordan. They're looking for like an older, more experienced, a little more grizzled Hal Jordan, and I think that Kyle Chandler could fit that pretty well. And he does have that charm that I think a Hal Jordan could have as well. So from what I'm hearing about his contract rumor, I'm treating this as rumors for right now, but apparently within his contract, it has nothing to do with him making film appearances. So I guess for right now, Hal Jordan is going to be solely for the shows. Which okay, so from my guess, Hal Jordan's probably role is not as huge as we thought it might be. Of course, I think he's going to be important in the show, but as far as him being part of being in the multi films and stuff like that, I'm guessing that probably won't be the case. And this Lantern show is probably going to act as a passing of the torch to John Stewart, and John Stewart will end up being the main Green Lantern. Will be following in the DCU going forward. I almost said DCEU, but it's not the DCEU anymore. But yeah, I guess it makes sense. And so, as far as like his age, like I am a little concerned about him being a little too old because he's older than Josh Brolin too. I think Josh Brolin's like 57. But as I said, like I'm assuming that Hal Jordan's role is not going to be as major as John Stewart, and like I said, passing the torch. So if that's the story they want to tell, then I'm perfectly fine with that. I just appreciate that we have an iteration of Green Lantern where Hal Jordan and John Stewart can be in the same, show or project or anything like that, because you got to have Hal Jordan because he's the original Green Lantern. I know that John Stewart, I guess right now, is the most popular for the modern era, and he's actually my personal favorite as well. But I do appreciate that we're getting all these different lanterns in the same universe regardless, because we're also going to get Guy Gardner in Superman. So, yeah, and I'm hoping that we see other lanterns as well, like Kyle Rayner and all the other ones like Kilowog and Tomarey and stuff like that. So I'm really excited. There's a lot of possibilities they can do with this Lantern show, and can't wait to see what they do with it. But those are my thoughts on Kyle Chandler being casted as Hal Jordan. What do you guys think about it? Do you guys like this casting? Do you guys think he'll fit as Hal Jordan, or were there other choices that you had that you think will be better than Kyle Chandler? Do you guys like the direction that they're wanting to go with Hal Jordan, or would you want them to go in a different direction? Comment your thoughts down below and let me know.